Hello. Welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 104. My name's Amy. I come to you from Leesburg, Georgia, and this is my channel where I like to talk about my knitting and yarn and all the things I get up to with yarn. So, today is February 21st, payday, and 2025. I took today off work because I had to go get a lot of things done. Husband's truck needs painting because the snow, the really freaking cold weather we had made the paint start peeling. I don't know, so we got to get his truck painted. His anti-lock brake sensor is going bad. I need a police report. Had to call State Farm and file a claim. And I wanted to get the estimate on my car repairs done today, but I haven't heard back from State Farm yet, so maybe not. But it's 12:35 p.m. It's been a week. I was glad to take today off. I almost took Wednesday off for a mental health day, but I was like, nah, better wait till Friday. But here I am. And that reminds me, I need to clean off my phone because it says I only have 45 minutes worth of storage left. So let's not dilly-dally. Okay. First off, I want to apologize. For my desk back there as well because I forgot to clean my desk off. But I want to apologize because I'm not going to smile much in this episode. If I do, it's going to be from this angle. Because the front of my tooth right here completely fell off. My real tooth, not a fake tooth either, is a real tooth. I only have like 2 crowns. It's like that tooth, but on the other side. The whole front of it just fell off. I have 25% of a tooth left. So, and the doctor says, the dentist says that it's best not to do anything until I get the root canal. Because if I've got a temporary crown now, not only is that a lot of extra money, but it could build up pressure on the nerve that's left in there, and it could cause more pain. So I'm not in pain at all. I just don't want to smile because I have a ridiculous hole in my mouth. We can't help it. When we lose our teeth, we can't help it, right? I'm genetically doomed to have bad teeth. And since I had gastric bypass in 2019, my vitamin levels are just all over the place, and my teeth have suffered. So that was not the best idea to have that done. Anyways, but we're going to go on, we're going to record, and we're going to have fun. So, I hope you have a cup of something warm and delicious to join me on this beautiful, if you're watching me on this beautiful Saturday morning when I upload this. Let's have some coffee together. And I have an FO. I finished the Hoodola. And I think I have to reblock it. I blocked it so it would be nice and flat and everything, but I think I aggressively blocked it too much because the top of it's really drapey now. And it's got kind of a point to it. I'll put it on in a minute, but this is a Hoodola by Nelkin. Hoodola. And I never think about it, but I need to put like the design name and the designer's name on the pattern name and the designer's name on the screen. Note to myself when I'm editing this, please do that. So, I knit this with Knit Picks City Tweed DK weight yarn. Let me tell you, this yarn, you would think commercial yarn. It'll be fine whenever I'm washing it and blocking it, right? This stuff bled. The water was like dark green. That little bit of green on that yarn bled like crazy. So, if you ever have City Tweed DK in the colorway Artichoke, think twice before you wash it with something else. Luckily, I just put it in a bucket with some bull wash. And it just bled on itself, so that's fine. But I'm going to take this off, my glasses off, and I'm going to put this on so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. See, I need to figure out a way to block it to where it doesn't create this point at the top. I feel like the great cornholio. If you know, you know. But I wanted to block it aggressively because it was really tight around the neck initially. It still is pretty tight. Yeah, this is something I wouldn't like. This is not for me. I made this for somebody else. But there's a lot of room back here now. But I think I might just wet this part right here and lay it flat on something. Maybe I have a mold, like a circle or something. A bowl. I could lay it through a bowl. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to stretch it out. But this is the Hoodola. And I guess it's okay. It's just this little point right here is driving me nuts. So I'm going to block that before I send it to her. My brother-in-law's girlfriend, whose name is also Amy, who is spelled A-I-M-E-E. Let me close that screen back there so it doesn't keep popping on. Okay, I have my iPad on my sewing table so I can watch YouTube while sewing. So that's a Hoodola by Laura Nelkin. Okay, take that off. Hopefully none of my hairs are in it. I don't like trying on things for other people, but I feel like she wouldn't mind. I mean, I feel like she's basically family now, so I don't know. I'll meet her soon enough. And I need to clean my glasses off. They are filthy. But while I'm thinking about it, next weekend I'm having a shop update. Now, I don't have all the bags ready. So what I might do is have 2 shop updates next month. Maybe one on the 1st and one on... Well, I can't see, so... After I... Because I don't want to do pre-orders. Pre-orders feel like pressure on me. Unless it's just a couple I don't get finished. But if it's like more than 3, I'm going to just have 2 shop updates next month. I'm going to ask Pair Eyewear if they would like to sponsor me. But I thought I got the green ones. But these are the gray ones. Gray, kind of metallic, marbly looking. Oh well, I thought they were green, but I wasn't looking. Okay, let's see. How about on the 1st and the 15th? Oh no, that's February. Okay, that works out too. The 1st and 15th are on Saturdays too of next month. So the 1st of March will be the first shop update. And I'm going to have... some Charlotte's Web, and on the front of each bag there will be at least one Wilbur and one Charlotte. So I'm going to try to put it on the front of each bag. You're guaranteed one pig, one Charlotte on each bag, because I cut out the fabric initially. I left all the smalls till the end, and it's all really off-centered. It's kind of like this. So I ordered another yard, and that's why I'm kind of behind. Because I wanted it kind of front and centered. So I just ordered another yard because I didn't think about it needing to get framed and it not fitting correctly when I'm cutting out the fabric. I have one curl that's kind of awry. It's going wonky. So we're going to have Charlotte's Web. Each bag is drawstring, has 2 pockets on the inside with my little logo there. And we're also going to have these butterfly bags, Monarch butterflies, and they also have, these are the smalls. This is a medium, this is a small. I don't think I'm going to have larges this shop update. I do have some cut out, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time. 2 pockets and my logo. I'm going to have butterfly bags and Charlotte's Web on the first. I am going to get to the Happy Veggies. I just didn't have time to do them last weekend. They'll probably be on next month's shop update, or April's shop update. But March 1st and 15th will be shop updates for those 2 patterns I just showed you. I'll let you know more for sure next week. But let me put this away. Fold it nice and neat, even though I'm going to wet it again. Probably should wet it one more time just to make sure it doesn't bleed on anything else. Okay, next up, let's go in order. I have 3 whips this time. Let's start with what I've worked on soonest to latest. So last Friday when I recorded was Valentine's Day. And I had some Valentine's Day themed acquisitions. And one of those acquisitions is living in this bag that was also acquired. This is a Black Pearl Magic bag with a notions pouch, and I just locked it onto the handle. Oh, I'm so crazy. I need a stitch marker this week, and I used paper clips at work because I didn't think I had any with me. I had some with me. I wasn't thinking. But inside is this lovely yarn from Fashion School Dropout. The sock set, the Candy Hearts sock set from Fashion School Dropout is on her Tribeca sock special set. 75-25. 437 yards for the fingering weight, and the mini skein is Muse mohair. And it's 72% kid mohair, 28% silk, 183 yards. So I have those 2. And I had a little Valentine's Day cast on. So I'm making a double cuffed sock. And in the cuff, inside and out, I was holding the fingering weight with the mohair. Well, I cut the mohair because I'm done with the double cuff, the folded cuff. And now I'm just knitting with the fingering weight for the tube and the toe, and then I'll insert afterthought heel later. So I'm really excited to see what this yarn's going to... It looks beautiful knit up with the mohair. I can't wait to see what it looks like without the mohair. I have my notes on a Ravelry project page for this sock because I need to remember how to do the second sock. And the easiest place I can remember to go look for my notes is on Ravelry. I started out with 68 stitches on a... I think this is a 2.5 millimeter, US 1.5. Yeah. So... this is 2.5 millimeter, 68 stitches, and then when I dropped the mohair, picked up the cuff, and knit the next row, I decreased it by 4 stitches. Every 15 stitches, and then knit 2 together. 15, knit 2, all the way around. But that's my Valentine's Day cast on. So... maybe next time I will be down at least halfway through the foot, I'm hoping. I just finished the cuff, I want to say 2 nights ago. I didn't work on it last night, but it's a lot of knitting for me. Because that's about 1.5 2 inches maybe. I don't know. I'm not good at depth perception of how big something is. Let's look. It was 42, or was it 32? I can't remember. It's about 2 inches. So I had about 4 inches worth of stockinette rows in the round. And I think it was 32 rows total. I counted them as I went, so let me just knit like 2, one. It's just so therapeutic to stab a few stitches. Oh, and by the way, if y'all do see my tooth by chance, don't give me grief in the comments, please. I can't help it, and it is really getting to me, so it took a lot for me to record today. I'm like, just don't smile. Just don't smile. So if I happen to smile and y'all see it and I don't blur it out, don't give me grief. Thank you. I know y'all wouldn't, but there's 1% out there that would. 99% of everybody that watches this is the most charming people I know, and I'm so glad to know you. Okay, next, we're going to talk about my next sweater project, which I tried on yesterday, and I'll show you a picture shortly. I don't know, it's a really unflattering picture, but I want to show you. I wish I could find it from where I started it. I'm going to look back in my Google Photos and see if I can find it. So I tried it on while I was working at the hospital one day at lunch. And back then I had my gastric bypass surgery and I was losing a lot of weight. And it fit better back then. Well, now I've gained about, I think I've gained 40 to 50 pounds back out of the 100 I lost. So it's a little bit snug now. So I'm hoping wet blocking will really help. But this is the Charlevoix. And I don't remember the designer's name, but I'll put it on the screen and link it below. But it's a little bit shorter than I would hope for it to be. And it's a little bit snugger. It needs to be longer and wider in both directions. I'm wondering how I carried the green yarn, because if it's just a bunch of stripes that I've woven the ends, yeah, it is. It ain't worth ripping out to me. Because I cut all those green stripes, I think. Yeah, I cut all the green stripes and wove them in. I'm not ripping it. I'm going to finish it. If I'm not happy with how it looks after it's blocked, I'll give it to a friend or something. I think I'm knitting the XXXL, the 3XL. But it fit a lot better in 2019 than it does now. But that is a Charlevoix. I'm using Plucky knitter yarn in the green. The green is Wax Poetic in the Plucky knitter yarn. And I think it has cashmere in it. And the gray is Gray Line by Emma's yarn. And I know it has cashmere in it. I have plenty of yarn left to get that second sleeve done. I'm finished with the first sleeve. I'm working on the cuff now. I'm just on the first row of the cuff. The sleeve cuff. I'm only doing half sleeves. I'm not doing 3/4 or full sleeves. It's South Georgia. And it's 43 degrees today. This is a fluke. It's really cold today. But it's not cold enough to have long sleeves. So I'm trying to make all my sweaters kind of short sleeved. Or 3/4 at least. At most. Because I want to be able to wear them. And not sweat. So, yeah, I'm on the cuff of the first sleeve. I just have the second sleeve. And I'm not sure about the finishing of the neck. Something needs to be done. I'm going to pick it up and knit regardless if it calls for it or not. Because it needs something. I didn't bring I'll put the pattern right here. The picture of the pattern right there. It seems like it should have some kind of finishing around the neck. I don't like the rolled neck look. But, and I was going to put the I'll put quickly right here the picture of me wearing it last night when I was trying it on to see if I like the sleeve length. Now, I know once I put some kind of finishing touch on the neck, it is going to cinch it up a little bit more. So I've figured the sleeve's going to be right at my elbow after the 18 rows at the cuff, if I do 18 rows at the cuff. But Charlevoix. It is very much tighter than it was in 2019, which is sad, but what can I do? What can I do? Okay, and I cast on something last night. As you all may know, I, along with the cat lady and I, are hosting Stitch Quest 2025 over on the Ravelry group Stitch Quest. And last weekend the challenge was announced on Sunday morning of Vela, the Thought Tangler Witch. And the story is, in a nutshell, that Vela can read your thoughts. And she basically just jumbles up everything in your head and you forget what you're doing. So if she finds out we're on the quest to find the enchanted skein, then we are going to forget what we are doing and we will never go through with our quest. In order to prevent that from happening, you need to take a piece of enchanted skein, you know, just your yarn, and make yourself a head accessory that will protect your thoughts. So some people are knitting like ear warmers, headbands, or whatever those things are called, or hats. I'm knitting an enchanted evening cap. Shocker. I designed the pattern, if you're new here, I designed a pattern called the Enchanted Evening Cap, which is a double-brimmed beanie hat. And I'm using the Lemonade Shop yarn on her Cozy Worsted, which is non-superwash merino, 100% non-superwash merino. But you know, I've never used non-superwash yarn before. And, oh, it's in the colorway You're So Quirky, which is a Bob's Burgers reference. Jeff told me of losing my knit. He told me that it was a Bob's Burger reference, and I've never watched it, so I didn't know. But it's orange and pink, and I just love it. It's giving me Dunkin' Donuts vibes. And I got it because I had this knit one time out of a Yarn to Die For designs in the Flamingo on a Hot Tin Roof colorway. And it's a little too snug. But it's not pulling like this one did. This is what I've got done so far. It's much more speckled looking. It's very koi fish looking. Like a koi fish in a pond. So that is not pulling like this. And I'm loving this a lot. I still love this one. Maybe this one just needs a good block. Stretch it out a little bit so it's not so tight on my head. Because I prefer a looser hat. But with this one, this is worsted weight yarn. And the Enchanted Evening Cap is a DK weight pattern. Yes, I know. I've been saying I'm going to make it fingering weight, worsted, and all that. But time is not my friend. But I was saying, this is non-superwash. I've never used non-superwash. I have to say, it is so smooth. It's not like tattered feeling like a superwash yarn. I can't explain it. It's like got a smooth texture to it. I really like it. I have to be very careful because all the yarn I buy is superwash merino or something that is washable. I've never really had non-superwash before. So if I put this in the washer, it's going to felt, right? So I better not do that. But I love this colorway. Love it. Yeah, I'm just knitting stockinette in the round. I think I cast it on 80 or 90 stitches. I can't remember. I always do it in 10s. I either cast on 80 or 90. I can't remember. But I've got them on size 8, needles. What is that millimeters? Like 6 millimeters or something? I can't remember. I'm not good at millimeters and stuff. 5 millimeters. I was close. Not really, but 5 millimeter US 8s. 16-inch circular needles. And that's the last whip I have. Now for a little bit of acquisitions. I got some beautiful yarn in the mail this week. And if y'all happen to catch, I did publish my product review this past Monday, I think it was. Of the electric ball winder. And I'll put a little video right here of winding on it last night. I keep it on my desk now. I have it attached to my desk. And I have my Swift set up over there on the side. And I just wind my yarn on my desk now, which is so cool. I love doing that. But the people that asked me to do the product review initially has asked me if I wanted to do another product review with another one of their products. And I just got it in the mail today. But I need to order something to kind of go with my video theme. And I will work on that video probably this weekend or next weekend. But check out that product review video because I leave the link and a coupon code for you to use through March 10th. I think it was. Yeah. Okay. The day after I think it was the day after Valentine's Day, I ordered this a while back and I got it. It was a pre-order and I got it in the mail the day, I think it was February 15th, Saturday. But it's from Fashion School Dropout. It's called In Fair Verona. Am I saying that right? Verona? It's the Romeo and Juliet inspired yarn collection that she's doing every month. And this is based on, like, our first colorway references both the metropolitan cityscape and the lazy, hazy beach scenes. Venice Beach. That's what I thought it was. Okay, Venice Beach. But I got it on DK. Look how pretty. It does remind me of, like, this little scene right here. Really, this scene with the bluish purple pops. She nailed it. And the yellow, loving it. I got it on DK, and it has it's 75% superwash merino, 25% recycled nylon, 246 yards for the full skein, and 49 yards for the 20 gram mini skein. And beautiful, she nailed it. She did a great job. Loving it. I ordered the second installment of it. I can't remember what the theme was. But if y'all haven't checked out Fashion School Dropout, please go over and see if she still has this listing available. If you are a child of the 90s and you watch Romeo and Juliet, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio specifically, you need this because it's nostalgia. In a nutshell. Okay, then I got my next installment of Moonglow yarn. Last month, January was the reds. This is the reds that I received. I just pulled them down so I could show you. Have a little dust on them already from where I'm using them as decoration. But this month, February, pinks. So, I think orange will be next, which is going to be exciting. I hope it is oranges. And then yellows. Maybe. I don't know. She's got 12 months to do. Or Moonglow, they have 12 months worth of yarn to do. I think it's a monthly thing throughout 2025. Yes. 2025 Rainbow Yarn Club. And I'm going to get every month. And I want to make sweaters with complementary colors like this and this. I want to stripe like a black sweater with red or pink fading into red stripes, and then maybe yellow fading into orange, and green and blue, or blue and purple. Ooh, it's going to be so good. I want to wait and lay them all out and see how I want to do it first. But it's kind of like when I thought of it, when I initially ordered the yarn, I'm kind of thinking of like what Amber is doing on Ambi Marie Knits with her. I think she's just knitting a flax and she's sticking it up the front. But she has stripes and black yarn. That's exactly what I had in mind. So I was like, Amber, I won't have to steal your idea and your numbers, please, because they're both DK weight. Very excited about these. I love the pinks. Perfect month for them too. Valentine's Day month. And reds. And lastly, the thing I've been really excited about. I finally got my package in from Cuddle Bums. I am a member of her. Let me see if I can find the. Oh, I thought she had a sticker in here that said it's a monthly mini club. And she has it set up to where it'll charge you every month and she'll ship it. And she has a US listing too because she is based in the UK. But it's however many days in the month. You get that many minis, I think. I don't know if it's 30 or 31 each month. I don't know. Whatever. But I got mine in the mail and they're 5 gram minis. So I have to think about what to do with them. I think this is her inspiration picture. Well, let me show you what I got. I opened it. I gasped. I gasped. Look at all those beautiful colors. Not only are there solids, but there's solids with rainbow striping. Oh, it's exactly what I wanted. I'm so glad this... Look at this one. It's just all kinds of colors. Variegated. But like this is most notably what I know her for. Is like a solid with rainbow sections. I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. I kind of want to get a few months and get a feel for what they're all going to look like. But month 1, y'all, is pretty impressive. If you have not signed up for the Cuddle Bums monthly installment yarns, a year of yarn, I will link the link for the US and the UK below. But I know a few friends of mine have ordered it, and they're happy with it. I'm sure. I've not asked them because I didn't want spoilers. But I got mine yesterday, and I'm very excited. I think I'm like the last person on earth to get it, so I live the furthest away. Yay! Which is fine, because that was well worth the wait. And I've got a second installment coming in soon. I think that's all the knitting stuff. Life. Let's talk life real quick because I'm almost out of time. I got like 10 minutes until my battery's going to die. Or not my battery, my storage is going to be up. I need to delete some stuff. I was sitting at work Monday eating my favorite candy, and most of y'all probably know what my favorite candy is. A circus peanut, which is basically a marshmallow. And it wasn't like it was an old stale circus peanut. It was a fresh one. Very marshmallowy. Sitting there enjoying my marshmallow. All of a sudden, felt something very disturbing happen in my mouth. I looked down. First of all, I got a napkin. I spit out the circus peanut. And I was like, where is it? I know it's there. Which one is it? So, I was at work, of all places. I looked down. I turned it over. And there it was. There was like 75% of my tooth in a marshmallow. Y'all, I handled it like a champ, though. I was very patient. I went into the bathroom to see which tooth it was. I smiled. It was very obvious. Didn't bleed or anything. Didn't hurt. But I called the dentist. I'm like, listen, my tooth just broke off. The one I need a root canal on. I need advice. And they're like, come in tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I came in the next day. He told me that I need to wait to the root canal on March 6th, which is a Thursday in 2 weeks. I was kind of devastated. He's like, I know for aesthetics you might want to do something now, and we totally can. But there's a risk of it getting infected again. Because I had just finished taking my antibiotics. Because it was infected before or something. The pain was just killing me before. But it's not hurting. So I'm like, you know what? I just won't smile for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And he's like, I'll tell the specialist that's going to do the root canal if there's any cancellations to call me. I'm like, yes, please. That would be great. But got that done. Or that happened to me. Last week was a car accident. This week is a tooth. And then I called 4 people for interviews this week. 3 responded. So I only have 3 interviews this week for my assistant in the program that I need. My accounting program assistant position. I have high hopes for one of them. One came through at the last minute. And the candidate was in school for accounting and wanted part-time. Everybody said full-time. I'm like, this is a part-time position. I know I'm going to disappoint all of them by saying that, but it clearly said it in the post. And if they can't read, then they're not good for the job. If they didn't read it thoroughly. But the one person that I have high hopes for put part-time, and they have background in accounting. So I'm fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed. And then this weekend, I'm just going to sew and knit. Today, I think I'm just going to knit today. Tomorrow, I have 4 medium bags that need to be finished off. I stopped last weekend because I was feeling kind of... I'll tell you what, between my tooth and my car being damaged, I don't know, I just feel like it's taking it out of me. Feels like I was just beat down a little bit, emotionally. It'll get better, it'll get better. Once I get my tooth, I'll feel back to normal, and then once my car gets fixed, and my husband's truck will get fixed, hopefully nothing else happens, and everything will be back to normal. I don't think there's anything else I need to discuss. If you haven't joined Stitch Quest yet, that's my year-long fantasy-themed knit-along. Join me and the cat lady, Andrea, over on Ravelry for Stitch Quest. And I will see y'all next week. Next week is, I think, the 28th. Yeah, the last day of February. So I'll see y'all on the 28th. I hope y'all have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye.